guys, hello, welcome back to Untitled Tarot. This is me, Luciana, with another pick a card reading. This time the cards have already been selected, so we have three piles here. We're gonna do some tarot, some advice, and some medicine cards as well, along with runes and some gypsy cards. Okay, the theme of this reading today is how you should proceed with the situation. Okay, the topic of the question, like what situation you're going through right now, that's really up to you. It could be love, it could be financial situation, like career, whatever it is that you need advice on. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so just think about your question, what you want to ask the universe. We're gonna look at the 5 elements. Okay, so how you should proceed when it comes to like earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. Okay, so ask the universe, ask your spirit guides, whoever you connect to right now, ask your question and select a pile. Okay, select a group. So here we have group 1, group 2, and group 3. If you need some time, you can pause this video so you can select your option. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with group 1. Let me just see if everything is working fine. Okay, here with the video. Yes. All right, so here, let's see, group 1. So here's your rune. We're gonna check that later. Okay, also the little gypsy cards, and let's start with your tarot. Okay, so your tarot, this is earth, air, water, water, fire, and spirit over here. Okay, this is the 5 card star spread, okay, where we check the elements. So what we have here, it's hard to know what situation you're going through right now, you know exactly what's going on, but we have some strong energies here, and they're very mixed. So we have like the wands, and we have the cups, the pentacles, and we have the sun. We don't have any swords. So you know, we have other signs here, like fire signs, water signs, and earth signs. Okay, and here we have Leo represented in the sun. I don't know if that's you know, important to you or not, but what we have here, this is the earth, right? The earth element that you know, it's about the practical side of life. So how should you approach this matter at hand, you know, when it comes to the practicality? All right, so with the Queen of Pentacles here, this is an advice for you to ground yourself in the abundance of the present. Okay, so this is to be present, to be mindful. It's to find contentment in the now, you know. Whatever situation you're trying to deal with, maybe you're trying to change something that you're not happy with, but the reality of life is when we accept things as they are at the moment, that's when we can actually change them, you know. And also, the Queen of Pentacles, she is creative, she is nurturing, right? And she's very abundant, she's very present in the now, connected to nature, you know. And the advice of the Queen of Pentacles, besides being present in the moment, is actually to look at life with content eyes, you know. So it's to look for the beauty in your life, to be open to opportunities, you know, to observe what's going on and be really present, you know, try to be positive, and also, you know, prepare yourself for these opportunities, you know, whatever it might be. So accept things as they are at the moment, right now, you know, practice being present in the moment, and appreciating what you have right now. I heard this song the other day that said that when the future comes, the present leaves, you know? So sometimes we want so much what's ahead of us that we forget to actually enjoy the moment and the people around us, because when this future comes, whatever it is that you're hoping for, things are going to change, you know? So stay focused and be open to opportunities, and really find beauty and happiness in the present moment. Okay, this is the advice, the practical advice of the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the air element here, represented by the Page of Wands. You know, and what the Page of Wands is telling you right now is, do not compare yourself to other people and what other people have and how much they've achieved, you know. The Page of Wands here, he's getting ready for something, but he's the youngest of the family, you know, and this one belonged to his father, so much bigger than he is, and maybe like the clothes that he's wearing belong to his brother, who's the Nine of Wands, who's much more experienced, you know. So he looks up to these people, and he decides to go out on a journey and think about this journey, right, with a lot of inspiration. And the thing that you have to see as the Page of Wands is, you know, learn from your role models. You know, these people that you are inspired by so much, learn from them, but keep in mind that these qualities that you see in them, the qualities that you admire in others, you possess them yourself, you know. So see it through you know, like rose colored glasses. It's almost like that, but it's not really, because it's the truth, you know. If you are able to see these qualities in other people, it's only because you have them in you. And when you compare yourself to their progress, this could really you know, make you sad. So don't do that, you know. Learn from your role models, you know, pay attention to what they're doing, you know, listen, talk, ask questions, study, research. Maybe if you have like an idol, or if there's someone, like maybe it's not someone that you can talk to, but maybe it's like someone that you can watch videos, I don't know, like watch those videos, learn from them, and try to connect to that energy, you know. Don't be like envious or discouraged that you're not that far yet, you know. And also reveal your authentic self despite your fears, you know, because when we are comparing ourselves to others and we think that we're less than, we usually hide who we really are, because we're afraid that people are going to judge us like that, you know, like, oh, you're not good enough. But what this card is saying to you, you are, you know, good enough. You are able, you are talented, you have the fire, you have the drive. You, especially if you focus on the practical here, where you are present in the now, you're open to opportunities, and you're being positive, it's so much easier to actually, you know, like show this love and compassion to yourself, you know. So be aware of your thoughts, you know, pay attention to how your mind is going about it. If maybe you're doing some self-sabotage, you know, if you're talking yourself down, don't allow your mind to play tricks on you, because this is the air and this is the mind, okay. Now with the water, we have the Queen of Cups, and here for the earth, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she is the Queen of the earth. And for the water, we have the Queen of Cups, and she is the Queen of water, right? That has all to do with the feelings and emotions, and the more emotional side of us, right? And so you have very strong cards. And for the advice of the Queen of Cups is for you to be grateful for your feelings, even when they cause you pain. So you might have gone through something difficult or hard. Um, maybe there's some maybe there may be times where you try to avoid how you're feeling or feelings in general. But the Queen of Cups advice is, even when they cause you pain, honor them as sacred. The Queen of Cups, she holds her feelings in this cup, and she's looking at them, and she's like, oh my God, they're so beautiful. So they're sacred. And so don't avoid feeling, open yourself up to feeling. Work with your heart chakra, do some heart chakra meditation, some affirmations. Connect to nature, because the heart chakra is the color is green, so anything that you can do with green. Even if there's no way that you can go out right now and connect to nature, like maybe you have some plants, you could keep plants around, or like some crystals, like we have here some green crystals as well. So focus on your heart chakra and look for beauty. The advice of the Queen of Pentacles was to look at life with like positive and content eyes. And the Queen of Cups advice for you is to look for beauty, and to really see life's vibrancy, and appreciate life and be happy. I don't know what you're going through, but there are moments when life gets so tough that we actually, I think I'm gonna do this so it looks more like a star, right? I think so. So anyway, sorry. So there are moments when the going gets really tough, and it's really hard to see the beauty in life, and to see the opportunities, and to honor our feelings as sacred. Oh, I'm sorry, I want to excuse me, I'm sorry. So this is the advice of the queens for you, is to be firm in who you are, and understand your power. I'm sorry, now I don't know if it's because I sneezed, but my dogs decided to bark. I'm sorry. So be present. This is also her advice. Be present, honor your feelings, stay connected to your heart. Don't numb yourself. It's very easy nowadays to find ways to numb how we're feeling, and when we do that, we don't only numb the bad feelings, but we also numb our opportunities to feel good. So we have to accept the bad and learn from it. But you have the capability of doing that. Now, for the fire, like the magical element, we have the Five of Wands. And in this Five of Wands, like, we see these boys, and they're fighting. They're playing the stick game. They're trying to measure who has the biggest stick. It's a competition. And what Spirit wants you to know is that you should be aware of perfectionism and competitiveness. You don't have to win everything to be worthy. So if don't go into petty arguments. Don't try to compete for anything. Like here we were talking about comparison. So maybe there are some little things like that people do, like, oh, I took a trip last year to Tanana, and then maybe you have this competitive side of yours. I'm not saying that you do, but maybe you do, and then you wanna like pay attention, beware if you are very competitive, and also if you're being too perfectionist, and like again, like with the self-sabotage, maybe putting yourself down because you're not where you want to be. Maybe you're comparing your stick to other people's sticks, and maybe this is not even where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be here, fighting because of sticks, and you're wasting your time with these people and with this activity. And another advice is find your natural ambition, what you are passionate about. Find your mission. The spirit, the fire card is the card of power, like the element, I mean, right, of power. And the ones, they always make me think of like spiritual gifts and powers. And so find what it is that you're truly passionate about, figure out where you want to go, and don't allow pettiness or arguments to sway you, or make you feel bad about yourself, because you don't need to do that at all. You're strong in yourself, you're on the right path, and this is even more confirmed here by the Sun card in the Spirit position, and what the Sun card represents as an advice is for you to have confidence in your natural divinity, to be authentic, to step into your full light of truth, to the full light of truth, your truth, and reveal your motives and principles. So this is saying, like, find your passion, don't compare yourself to others, be present in the moment, allow your feelings, feel what you're feeling, and know that you are strong in who you are. There is a light that shines bright within you. You have a calling for sure. You have something that you should be doing. And be authentic and really stand in your power and know that you are light, and you have a purpose and you have a calling, and there's something for you to do here. So do that. Do not dim your light. This is the Sun card, is the card that talks about the sign is the Leo sign, and Leos are known for loving themselves and putting themselves first, and not hiding who they are. You might have some calling, like to be in the public eye, and maybe you're not feeling good enough, but this is saying that you're better than you imagine, and you have power and strength within you, to go for what you want. So be the Sun card talks about your natural divinity, and what I'm getting here, especially with this card here where we see these guys like going at it and it's super stupid. It's like, don't concern yourselves with the opinions of others, the matters that are happening right now, like bad things. Look for the beauty, stay focused, stay positive, be authentic, find ways to express yourself and who you really are and what you really want, and you're gonna achieve success. Okay, so here for the medicine cards, we have the Dolphin card. This is in Portuguese, golfinho, the Dolphin card, number 40. If you want to research this card later, you can Google medicine cards, and the Dolphin card, what is the medicine of the dolphin is that he's able to connect to the divine through breath. Before he goes underwater, he takes a huge breath, and then he goes underwater, he holds it, and he allows himself to just go with the flow, right? And then he comes back up. So what the advice of the dolphin for you in a situation is to connect to the divine through breath. Meditate, okay? Explore the deeper aspects of yourself. Breathe in the beauty of life and exhale all you wish to let go of. You know? So definitely, like we were talking here about being present in the now, doing breathing exercises definitely helps you do that. Be more in the flow, be more connected to the moment, be more in touch with your feelings, you know. Nurture your chakras, you know, your heart chakra, I would say, your solar plexus as well. You know, all the chakras really, but I'm seeing more here like the root chakra and yeah, all of them. But I would say root chakra, the solar plexus, and the heart chakra. But all of them, like, find some meditations where you go through all of them. There's one that's very good that with every breath you take, you focus on one, like from the bottom up. So you do first like sacral chakra, no, sorry, root chakra, sacral chakra, like this. You inhale and then you focus, see the light, think of some affirmations, and then exhale. Then you do that until you get to your crown chakra. And then when you are about to exhale from your crown chakra, you see it as like there is rain pouring from your heart chakra all around you, all the way down. And then you breathe it in from the earth, and then you start again. You do this 3 times. When you get to the last time that you're going to breathe out from your heart, from your crown chakra, and then you send it all to your heart chakra. And then you can just make it like this flow, this constant flow, where you just breathe in, go through all your chakras, and then send this rain right through to your heart chakra. You know, this is supposed to help you. So, all right, so let's continue. For advice, you have trust your intuition and be in the receptive mode. Yes. So, trust your intuition. I get the vibes that you are divinely guided. You are someone who's spiritually minded. You know, so the more meditation that you do, the more you ground yourself in reality, in the present moment, and the more you're in touch with your feelings, the more connected you're gonna be. So you're gonna receive a lot of messages. You know, Spirit wants to give you messages. So be in the receptive mode. Allow yourself some moments where you just like say, okay, universe, talk to me. I want to listen to what you have to say. You know, be open. Don't always be like thinking and planning. You know, just allow yourself to be in the moment and see what happens. You know, and trust the messages that you get, because you're gonna find direction in that, you know, so you know exactly what it is that you need to be doing, you know, so you can prepare yourself for these opportunities. For sure. And then we have the rune. This rune here is the letter R. Rido or Rado. I don't know how to say it. This rune talks about change, talks about travel, relocation. And this gives me like chariot vibes, you know. What it means is there could be travel. It could be like in the physical sense, where you could be going somewhere on a journey, a vacation, or a relocation, moving somewhere else. Or this could only, it could mean like a lifestyle change, maybe a change of direction in your life. You know, maybe you choose a different path. It also represents evolution, seeing the larger perspective, seeing the right move to do and going for it. It also talks about personal rhythm, the world rhythm, the rhythm of life. So I think this ties in perfectly, especially with the idea of the dolphin, you know, because when he's like underwater, he's totally like connected to the rhythm of life. And this is what the universe wants you to do, is to be more connected, and so you can receive these messages and you can just go with the flow, because they want to guide you in a direction, you know. So for the Gypsy cards, I don't have a big, like a regular deck. I have this deck that I got, and they're like really, really small cards. And normally I do two cards because there's a combination of cards for the Gypsy cards, and they give us some insight about the future. So I wanted to know what group one could be expecting. And we have, and I ended up getting three cards, and the messages are a little conflicting. And maybe it's not something you're going to want to hear, or maybe it's just going to be confirmation of something you already know. Because here first we have the dog, and the dog, is about a loyal someone in your life, a friend, a lover, a family member, someone who's loyal to you, who you can trust, right? And then we got the cross in the ring. And the cross talks about sacrifices made, and the ring about relationships, right? And when they come out together in this position, like when you have the cross and then the ring, what it means is that there is a relationship that's coming to an end, It doesn't really have to be, like a romantic relationship, But here we talked about lifestyle change, how things could change, how there could be like relocation, right? So this could mean that you're choosing a different route and you're going a different way, and maybe we have the dog here because it's not about a romantic relationship. Maybe you're parting ways with a friend, where you put a lot of like sacrifice. You've put a lot of yourself into this relationship, but this is not the direction to go. The dog could also mean that, after this happens, even if you, like feel the feelings, don't mask them, do breathing work, take care of yourself through this, and you're definitely gonna be supported. You have friends, you have people who are around you who want to support you, So I think the dog could mean either like you're gonna have support in this situation, or that there is someone who's gonna come, after this break. You could be meeting someone new who's gonna be loyal. I get the feeling that maybe this relationship that's ending wasn't super. You've been through a lot, so allow yourself to feel the feelings, definitely, and trust your intuition, and don't compare yourself to others. Remain confident in your power and in your light, because you are light. Okay, group one, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it resonated. If it did, please leave a comment down below. If you liked it and you want to give us a like, a share, a subscribe, we'll be very happy. And we do offer private readings. Details are in the description box below. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, let's move on to now group number 2. Let me remove group number 1's cards. Okay, so if you chose group number 2, this is your reading. Okay, We're going to see the runes and the little gypsy cards later. And we're going to start with your tarot cards, okay? So let's see your tarot. How should you approach this situation? What should you do about it? Okay, so here we have earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. Okay, the other cards here we're gonna see later. Okay, let's first start with the elements. I don't know your situation right now, what you're going through. It seems to me like you might be going through a moment where you gotta use your creativity. You know, you're gonna have to work in a group. Maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe there is something that you are doing that you are starting and you're having to work with other people. You know, this is the feeling that I get. So, but I'm not sure that's it, right? This is a general reading again. So, you know, take what resonates and apply it to your reality. So let's start. Here we have the 5 elements and we're going to start with the earth. So how should you act on the situation in a practical sense? You know, what should you do about it? With the 9 of Cups in the earth, you know, position. You know, the advice of the 9 of Cups is for you to open up and choose to be receptive, for you to proceed from your heart, rely on your intuition, to be attracted to what feels supportive, and to make your wish and be specific, you know. So when it comes to the practical side of things, you know, be open, especially if you have to work with other people. You know, be open and be receptive. Proceed from your heart. Don't let your mind play tricks on you, you know, and don't let yourself go to a situation that is not supportive, that is not, you know, for your highest good. And if there's something that you really, really want right now, make your wish, you know, and be specific. You know, so you could be working with the law of attraction. You could be doing some rituals, some stuff like that. So do it right now. It's the time, you know, to be really specific about what it is that you want, you know, and go for it. Go for what you really, really want, you know. If there's you know, and be true to yourself. If people are trying to pull you in a direction that you really feel in your heart is not the direction for you, trust yourself, trust your heart, trust your intuition, you know, and go for the wish fulfillment because that's what's available for you. Now, with the air, we have the Page of Pentacles. And the advice of the Page of Pentacles is for you to study your chosen field seriously. You know, listen to stories, research. You know, you are a beginner, probably in this field that you've chosen. Maybe there's something new that you want to do. Maybe it's a new project. Maybe it's a new endeavor. It's something that you're not familiar with. You might have a lot of like experience in other fields, and you might be very wise and educated. But right now, in this position, you are the student, so you're learning. So be open to learning, you know. They say that the mind of a beginner is an open channel for genius, you know. So let that openness lead you, you know, to where you want to be, you know. Be humble and really like talk to people, ask questions, ask for advice, listen to their stories, you know, read, study what it is that you want to go for. This is the advice for the air that has everything to do with the mental side, you know. It's like study, research, be open to learning. Know that you have the potential for everything, but right now you are in this position, you know, where you have to rely on someone else's maybe expertise. Now, with the water, we have the Ace of Pentacles, so when it comes to your emotions, how should you proceed with this? How should you deal with that? And the advice of the Ace of Pentacles is for you to be patient. For you to be patient, tend to your state of mind. This is the, initial steps of this progress. So you're gonna have to be patient, remembering that slow and steady wins the race. This is the Ace. So until you get to like the completion of the cycle, you have a lot of steps to go through. But in your heart right now, you have to take care of yourself, and know that you are making progress, even if it's invisible, even if it's not tangible. Because if you're learning and if you're wishing for it, you might not be seeing the fruits of it yet, and it might take a while for it to bear fruit. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that nothing is going on. It is going on, but we don't see it yet. So be patient, take care of your mind, take care of your heart, and invest in this project, because you will get results. And choose your direction wisely and humbly, taking one step at a time. So the idea here is take one step at a time, take your time to study, plan, see what it is that you need to do and how to go about it. Don't try to be impulsive and do it all like this. This is not the direction for you right now. Take one step at a time, be humble, and be bold too about what it is that you want. Be bold, because there are going to be moments where you're not getting the tangible results. And then when we talk about people, for example, family or friends, and we talk about something that they can't see yet, sometimes we even see like in the look that they have in their eyes that they disapprove or they think we're crazy. So you're gonna have to be bold when it comes to this project of yours, because it might take a while for it to actually happen and for you to get the results that you want. But you'll definitely get it. So keep this in your mind, in your heart, that this is something that is valuable, and it's a seed that you're planting, and you're gonna get the results for sure. And the fire element, that's like the magical element. The advice for you is to work together, to create a contractual agreement, to devise a plan, because you don't want to be like this couple here that's out in the cold, alone, with nothing. And quite possibly what I'm getting here is that this project might involve other people. And it's important for you to create strong boundaries and only give what you can. Don't run on empty, so be strong in what it is that you really want. Remember, you know what you want. You're going to study for it. You're going to be patient because you're planting the seeds. And, ask for help if you need it. Remember, be humble. So if you need to ask for help, do. If this is a project where teamwork is necessary, create a plan. You can make an agreement. And create strong boundaries. Don't let anyone take more from you than you can give, And remember, again, be true to yourself. Be attracted to what feels supportive. So make sure these people who are around you are supportive. And make an agreement. If you don't trust them a lot, if you're not sure who they are, and maybe you're starting this project together, and you don't know them really well, make an agreement, write a contract, so you can work together and you can feel safer. Now, when it comes to spirit, we have the King of Wands. And what this card is saying is that you have an opportunity for self-empowerment that is being presented to you right now. The fact is that maybe even if you are in the starting process, like the starting stages of a project, and you might have to be humble and take on the role of student, in your spirit, know that you are not the page, you are the king. No matter if you're a woman or a man, this is just the energy of authority, of someone who knows that they are powerful, and it's very important that you keep clarity and confidence right now. They're critical, and seize the opportunity to influence events. You are learning. This is a new project, but you are powerful in who you are. You have this authority. So there are areas, there are parts here, maybe in this project, because I get that this is more like a project, not like love, and so know that you can be humble. You can look for advice. You can want to learn from someone, but that doesn't mean that you are not strong and powerful in who you are. So remember that, remember that you have the power. You hold the power, keep this clear in your mind, and stay strong in who you are, definitely, in everything that you've accomplished so far. So maybe in other areas you are very accomplished, but right now you're starting something new, and you're having to deal with other people, and maybe they don't see how strong and powerful you really are, but you are. So no matter what they think, remember that, Okay, so for the animal card, the spirit card, we have the beaver. This is in Portuguese, so it's castor. This is number 22. You can look it up online. Just Google medicine cards, beaver, number 22, and you might find the complete text. The medicine of the beaver is the wisdom of creativity, the ability to be productive, not limiting your options, being persistent, using available resources. He is the master builder of all things, understanding the dynamics of group work, cooperation, and new promise. Get the idea and make it physical. Yeah, so the beaver, he has the idea, right? He's the master builder, but he works in groups. So again, the idea of working in groups, right? Teamwork, cooperation. And also the idea of making something become a reality, right? It's a dream come true. It's a seed that's being planted, and with time, it's gonna grow and you're gonna see it. So use your creativity, which is also like the power that the King of Wands has, the creativity, the ability to be productive, so go for what you want. And it's gonna come, it's gonna use the resources that are available to you, and use the dynamics of group work, to your advantage. Sorry. And for your advice, we have connect to nature and choose the path of least resistance. Right? We were talking about planting seeds, making making your wish and being specific. So maybe you want to connect to nature so you can figure out what it is that you can do, or maybe you work with rituals, so maybe you could do some rituals, like planting seeds in the ground for your intentions, and choose the path of least resistance, so this is saying that if you feel like something is hard, it's too difficult, it might not be for you, you know, like the relationship, the partnership, or that path that you're trying to take. So, you know, check the resistance of where you're going. And if you encounter a lot of resistance, it's because that's not the path for you, and then you can find another one, you know. For your runes, for your rune, you have this one. Let me see if you can see it. That looks like an arrow pointing up. And the meaning of this rune is leadership, authority, analysis, rationality, knowing your true strengths, victory, and success in any competition. You know, again, leadership, authority, you have it, you know. Use your rationality, use your mind, use the available resources that you have to you. Know your true strengths, you know. Even if you are in a position where you're being taught right now, know that you have the authority, you know, especially in spirit. So, like, spiritually, you're really well. You're really good, you know? And just know that victory and success in any competition is favored. So, if this is a competition or in anything, right? So, you're going for something, it's new. You're going to have to work together. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to invest your time and your effort. And you're going to have to keep in mind that it might take a while for you to see the results because you're building something, right? You're building something, but you have victory. You know, victory will come. All right. Now, with the Gypsy cards, they are. I don't have the big deck. I have the small one, and then we have the fox, and we have the knight. And when they come, what I like about the Gypsy cards is that they can talk to us about something that could be happening in the future, you know. And these two cards together, the meaning is that you should take care, be careful, because there could be someone who might be trying to trick you. And maybe that's why you have this card over here that's telling you to write an agreement, a contract, you know, and be careful so you're not out in the cold like this. So this is the advice, you know, and beware. You have everything going for you. But I get the feeling that in terms of this partnership, you should be careful. It might be someone that you don't know very much. And so, you know, protect yourself. Make an agreement, make a contract. You know, write it all down and what is that you want. But you know, just know that victory is guaranteed. Okay. Group 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please let us know down in the comments below. We offer private readings. Our information is in the description box. Also, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, share the channel and the video with your friends. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay. So, group number 2, this was your reading. Let's move forward to group number 3. Let's see what advice we have for group number 3. So, all right. We're going to see the runes and the little gypsy cards later. We're going to start with your tarot cards, okay? So here we have earth, air, water, fire, and spirit. This is the star spread, you know, with the elements. So how should you go about this situation using the elements, right? How can you go when it's about like the practical side, the mental side, emotional, you know, everything. So when it comes here, I don't know exactly what situation you're going through right now. So let's go one by one. When it comes to like the more practical side of things, here we have the earth. element represented by the Six of Swords. And what this is saying is that time is of the essence. You know what needs to be done, so do it. You know, commit yourself to changes that'll lead you to empowerment, to improvement. Do not get distracted. And initiate action with a cool head. So it's like there's something that needs to be left behind, and it's this is the very practical side. Okay, this is something that you need to do. What is the action that you need to do? This is like, you know what needs to be done, so do it. This could be moving away from a situation. This could be changing jobs. This could be leaving a relationship. This could be moving to a new place. This just could be like cutting habits out of your life. I don't know when you're watching this video. This is a timeless reading, but like right now when I'm recording this is almost, I think today, I'm not sure, but I think it's December 28th or December 29th. I don't know. I'm in that period of December where we don't know which day it is and what's going on, right? So it's like, this could be saying like, for you to move into your new year, your new phase, there are things that you have to leave behind. And do not get distracted, you know. Maybe there could be like someone or something that you need to leave behind. And it's definitely not easy. You might have invested a lot of your time, a lot of your effort into this situation, but right now you know that there's nothing coming from it anymore, and that the universe is showing that there is so much more for you. So take that step, be bold, you know. With the air, so how you should go about it in your mind, we have the Queen of Wands. And the advice of the Queen of Wands is to be confident in who you are, to stop hiding your light. You have a star quality. You know, you shine, you're strong, you're independent, you know. Fully love and accept yourself. Shine brightly without fear. Stay focused and energetic. You know, stay focused. Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Know who you are. Keep it in your minds. Keep it in your minds that you are strong. You're powerful. Your light shines. Your light shines bright. You know, so shine brightly without fear, and perform in good faith and encourage others. You know. So you're also an example to other people. They see how you go about situations and they learn from you. You know, so right now, especially to help you with this transition, remember who you are. You know, the Queen of Wands, she stands very strong in her throne, and she has this black cat right in front of her, which is like her shadow self. It's like she accepts who she is in all her totality. You know, there's no hiding. And so, you know, don't try to dim your light to make other people comfortable. And you know your potential, you feel it, you know, I'm sure you do. And so keep this in your mind, you know, that you are strong, you're powerful. There's a light that shines brightly from you. Other people see it. Other people learn from you. So be bold, you know, in who you are, and show your authentic self to people. Now, in the water element, we have the Seven of Wands. So this is about your emotional. What should you keep in your mind, in your heart, I mean, you know? And what this card is saying is that the time for peak performance is now. Push yourself beyond your usual limits. Invest your time in preparation. Move beyond verbal challenges. Show how strong you are and stand up for your integrity. Again, know who you are. This is the card of boundaries. You know, so stay strong in your boundaries. Stand up for yourself, you know, stand up for your integrity. Don't let anybody walk all over you. Know who you are. You are the Queen of Wands. Even if you're a male or a female, it doesn't matter. Just know who you are, how strong you are. Guard your feelings. Don't let anybody walk all over you. And just know that, and move beyond verbal challenges. If there are people who come and they try to fight with you and have arguments and spread their negativity all around you, stand up for yourself. Don't allow that to go into your heart. Don't take their words. Don't go into any verbal challenge. You don't have to do it. Just show how strong you are. Stay strong in your feelings. Stay strong in your emotions, and know that you are powerful and strong, and protect yourself. This is really important. Stand up for your integrity. Don't do anything that's gonna hurt you. If you feel that you're being invited to something and you don't feel good in your heart, protect yourself. Put yourself first. Have boundaries. This is not like don't feel anything. Of course not. You're gonna know when you can, let go and when you should protect yourself. But in this situation, you might be dealing with people who are negative. You might be dealing with people who are not very receptive to you, and maybe they are going through their own stuff and they want to just project that onto you. So don't allow that, and don't care for them as well, don't involve yourself in that. You don't need that. Okay, so when it comes to the fire, the magical element, how you should go about it, we have the Queen of Swords. And the advice of the Queen of Swords is for you to be independent. Don't rely on other people's promises. Have self-discipline and harbor your own ambitions. So this is all about you right now. It's not about other people. It's the choices that you make because of yourself. You're the Queen of Swords. She's a very rational woman who moves forward with the force of her own intellect. She doesn't allow herself to be swayed by emotions. So leave sentimentality behind and take action. So you're supposed to protect your heart. Right now, it's not the moment to just go with the flow and just let yourself feel things. And, no, it's the time to be rational, to know where you want to go, and to go for it. The Queen of Swords, she's able to bring order to chaos through clarity and boundaries. Again, boundaries. Respect yourself, know your power, know your strength, know your authority. Stand strong in who you are and don't let anybody walk all over you. You might have a very, very good heart. You might have a lot of feelings and you might want to help everybody, but maybe people take advantage of that. So take care of yourself, protect yourself, put yourself first, and know that you are strong and powerful and capable. Now, with the Three of Wands being in the Spirit position, what this is saying is that you should act quickly and powerfully on this idea or desire you have. Stay in the moment and respond to your instinct and intuition. You already know where you want to go, right? And you know what waits for you, and you know what's coming. So move forward boldly, and powerfully. Remembering who you are and just go for it. Move in that direction. And this card also represents a great moment in entrepreneurial growth. So if you're starting a project, if you're starting a new business, this card is a very good omen for that. And it's time to make your move and leave your comfort zone. You're grounded, you're safe. You have a wish, you have a desire. Go for it, you know? Go for it. You know, especially if this is a new business, it's gonna happen. You know, you just have to leave what needs to be left behind. Stay strong in your power. Know how creative you are, how intelligent you are, you know? Protect your heart and go for it. And with the medicine cards, this is, you can Google for it. This is in Portuguese, so it says gralha, but it's actually the crow. So you can Google this medicine cards number 24 crow if you want to read the entire text. But the medicine of the crow is that you can speak with authority from awareness in the present. You know, integrity is allowed to guide you. Again, integrity. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your integrity, you know. And you have authority, you know, and you have awareness in the present. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know, you are aware. I get the feeling that you are very awakened, you know. You see time as an illusion. You see things from a bigger perspective. You are not connected to the ego. You are connected to spirit, you know. I'm getting the feeling that maybe what you want to do is more spiritually based. Maybe this is a spiritual practice that you want to go for. We have a lot of wands, and the wands represent like the fire, the spirit, right? But even if it isn't, you know that time is an illusion. You can see things from a bigger perspective, a higher perspective. You have authority. You are aware of what's going on, and you know what your next step should be, you know? And you don't allow your ego to speak louder. So this is what the crow wants you to do. This is what's available for you. Even if this is not where you are right now, this is what's available for you. This is the medicine, seeing things from a higher perspective and being very aware of your next steps and going for them. Okay, let's see your rune. This is your rune. Let me see if you can see it. And the meaning of it is strength, reliability, trustworthiness, enlightenment, endurance, defense, protection, the driving force to acquire, providing motivation and a sense of purpose. Indicates that you have set your sights on a reasonable target and you can achieve your goals. Can also mean an honest man who can be relied upon. I don't know if that's the case for you. I don't know how it relates to this, but this is one of the meanings. So I'm sharing that with you. Although this card, it's not like a love reading, but maybe there could be someone who's coming to work with you who you can rely upon, you know. And so this card talks about the driving force to acquire, right? You have set your sights on a reasonable target and you can achieve your goals. This is like the same thing that this card was saying. Go for it. You can do it. You know, it's a great time for this new project, for this new business, for this new endeavor, you know. And again, defense and protection. Stand up for yourself. Take care of yourself like you are a child, you know, with the same love, tender love and care that you would give a child. Give that to yourself. Don't allow yourself to be in situations where you're gonna be feeling bad or uncomfortable or sad afterwards, you know. And it's gonna happen, whatever it is that you want. So here your cards are: you are the magnet of your life, and every word we speak is a spell. So definitely, especially here with the Queen of Wands, she's very magnetic, she's very energetic, she has this star quality. Now, I don't know, you might be thinking about like public speaking, but maybe not. But like, you are the magnet of your life, so beware of the vibration that you're sending out. And and tune into the frequency of what you really want, you know? And every word we speak is a spell. So pay attention to the words that you're speaking. Be very mindful, be very positive, especially because you are a magnet right now. It's like moth to a flame. Whatever it is that you want, it's going to come for you. But it's very important that you take this step and you walk away from this situation, you know, so you can make space for the new things that want to come into your life and that are definitely coming. And here we have the Gypsy cards. I said in the first two groups that I don't have the big deck, just the small one. So here we have card 31, which is the sun, and we have card 22, which is the card of the path or the way. And what I like about these little cards is that with the Gypsy deck, when you have two cards like this, there's a combination and something like for the future, right? And these two cards together, they mean that something huge is about to happen. You know, there's something really big coming your way. And I think it's success, it's victory, right? And it's important that you leave this behind so you're ready for this new big thing that's coming into your life, you know? Stay strong in who you are because it's going to happen and it's going to be beautiful. All right, group 3, that was your reading. Thank you so much. I hope it resonated. And if it did, I please ask you to share with us your thoughts in the comments and how it resonated. It's always nice to know about you guys. We offer private readings. The information is in the description box below. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe to our channel, please. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.